Yes, now we have the next session that is a very, very, very crucial session. Why? Because this is what is going to help you to drive your area to success. We have experienced area directors who are not able to get this feature, to use this tool, to use this feature successfully. Therefore, they do not know what to do, where to go. So here we have today a session. Believe me, this is only specially for you. We didn't do this in our previous sessions. So you are lucky. To do this, we have a past district director with us who is always ready, like our previous trainer, to support the district in every way possible. And his expertise in training and his experience as a past program quality director and past district director has been immense useful for our district. Please help me welcome our next trainer who is going to help you navigate something. I'm not going to tell you what. It's distinguished Toastmaster Samar Kamal. James Samar, over to you.
Thank you so much, our program quality director, for this introduction and for arranging this session. Fellow leaders, division directors, and area directors, good evening. First of all, congratulations for getting the trust of your members to be their leaders for this year, either by being a division director or area director. I know sometimes you are pushed for this position, or that you are taking it only for DTM, or that in a low percentage that some of us are enthusiastic to serve people. But let's be in fact here talking realistically that most of us here maybe because of DTM or we were pushed by our leaders because they saw potential in us to serve our areas and divisions. So as DTM Safari said, you are the hope of the division or the area because people chose you for this position. Now, let's imagine that you open your Google Maps and you want to reach your destination. What is the first question that Google Maps will ask you? From where will you start, right? So if you don't know where are you standing, you cannot go to your destination. And it's the same way in Toastmasters. If you want to be a successful area director or you want to achieve the goal of the area and you don't know where is the area now standing, you will not reach to your destination. Aside that, let's be more selfish. You have to gain something from this position. Either if you were pushed or elected or whatever the reason you are an area director or division director, what kind of skill you want to learn from this position this year? Can you think about it now? Identify one skill that you like to learn and develop through this year. Either it's like coaching, motivation skills, persuasive skill, what else? You want to learn how to solve problems. Can you write in the chat box one skill that you like to develop? Please, just take a moment and write in the chat box a skill that you like to develop through this leadership position this year. Okay, problem solving by Area 61 Director, Toastmaster Farid. Leading by motivation. So motivation, how we can motivate people. How to manage clubs. Give me a moment, please. Sorry. Yeah. How to manage clubs and teams. Fine, good. What else? Think about it. A skill that you like to learn and develop through this year. Now, my session is about how to identify your position as an area director. Where is your area? What are the situation of your clubs? And what are the resources that you have that can help you in identifying this situation and knowing what are the strengths and weaknesses of each club. And by that, and in every section we speak about, I need you to reflect on the skill. How can this tool help you in developing this skill? It's a challenge. It's not easy, but it will help us and motivate us to use these tools to improve our skills and develop it. So here I would like to share my screen first with the website, Toastmasters website. And the tool that I'm talking about here is the dashboard and the related reports. Maybe some of us here know about the website. We went to our profile, we went to Basecamp, and since you are area director, most probably you were a club officer. So you are familiar with the Club Central. Now we got promoted. We became a district officer. So what we expect that we can see a district central. Plus, the most important section of the website is the dashboard, the area dashboard, the division dashboard, and the reports. How many of you is not familiar at all with this section, the dashboard and the reports? And it's okay to say it. You can just send me private message, tell me I'm not familiar with it. You can just send it in chat box in a private message saying I'm not familiar with it. And if you are familiar, what is the section that you feel that you need to spotlight or you need some more training about it also? You can also write it and drop it in the chat box. Okay, so there is like reports. Okay, so we'll go with a journey about the dashboard in the different levels of this platform. So you are now seeing, I think you are seeing the main homepage, fine. Okay, so first of all, thanks to Toastmaster Muhammad Afdal for sharing his credentials with me so I can log in with it and go to the district central. However, the dashboard is not requiring you to log in with your credentials. It's only used if you will go and explore the area director visit report. But for now, let's talk about the dashboard itself, which doesn't require that credentials. So the dashboard now will be found in Leadership Central, Distinguished Performance Reports. And this is what we call the dashboard. Okay, so the first thing you do is that you select your District 79. And here is the page. Now, for the dashboard, there are like 3 levels of information. And you can see them on the 3 tabs. District performance, division and area performance, and club performance. So mainly because you are a division and area director, you may not look at this page a lot. It's not your main page, but you may look at the division area and the club performance. So let's go directly to the concern page that we have, the division page. Now, if you collapse, you'll find all the divisions here. And in each division, you will find the area with the clubs. So you don't need to scroll down until you reach to your division. If you are in division M or Q or R, you can collapse it and go to your related division and select your division to see some information. What is this information? Okay. Now, if you are a division director, you will be related to the division goal here. We're interested to know more about division goals. So what are the division goals? As you know that they told you that in the district officer training or in the emails that, or even you know that before, that there is like select division, distinguish division, select division, and president division. So these goals, how can I know as a division director, what are the numbers that I need to achieve? So the easy thing, you need to know where are you standing first. Remember Google Maps. So you are standing here, the base clubs. So you are starting as a division N, for example, starting with 9 clubs. So that's the base that they will start from. Now, if you want to be a distinguished club in paid clubs terms only, so you have to reach to 9. So what does it mean? You have to deliver the same number of clubs that you received, okay, with no more additional clubs. Does it mean that you don't need to charter new clubs? Who knows? You may lose club in the way through the year. So it's better to have a backup plan, to have an additional club that can protect you. Now, how many clubs you may lose? And that's one of the skills you can learn to analyze your division and area, to understand from now what are the potential of losing a club. You may not lose clubs, or you may lose 1 or 2. So from now you can, from this dashboard and from the performance, from the visit, you can understand if the club will sustain or not. If not, and you are eyeing to be a distinguished area, that's the destination. So you need to work from now to charter new club or more than one club. So you can achieve that milestone. Now remember, the milestone is not only to achieve points and awards and all this kind of stuff. It's just numbers. But remember that these kind of challenging milestones will enrich you with skills. It will put you out of your comfort zone. It will help you in going out and reach out to other people to charter new clubs, to persuade them, to motivate them, to improve your selling skills by selling the idea of Toastmasters. So it's not only about points, it's about you as a leader, how you can improve yourself through this milestone, through this challenging goal. Back to the numbers. So here, if you want to know how many paid clubs you need to deliver by the end of the year, look at the numbers beside the squares, the black squares. D means distinguish award. S means select distinguish. P means president distinguish. So if a division N, let's go back to N. If N wants to be president distinguished division, they have to achieve, or they have to deliver 10 paid clubs by end of the year. Is that enough to be distinguished division or president distinguished division? No. This is the first half only of the requirements. The second requirement is distinguished clubs. The number of distinguished clubs that will be distinguished by end of the year. So in the division N case, to be distinguished division, easy, you just read it, four clubs, okay? 5 clubs to be select, 5 clubs to be president. And how many are they? They have 9 clubs. So 50% plus 1 club can make them president distinguished division. It becomes more challenging with area. So if we go, for example, with area 4, they have base of 2 clubs. Because the energy club is not paid yet. They didn't start paying it, so that's why they are counting it as 2. However, if the club paid the past term, it will transfer to an active club. Anyway, so there are 2 clubs. And to be distinguished, president distinguished, both of them should be distinguished. So here is like 100%. The division was around 50%, 5 of 9. But here, area 4 have to deliver 100% distinguished clubs. Let's take another case. So if you are 4 clubs, the required is 3 clubs to be distinguished. So the rule is look at the dashboard to know your destination, to know where are you standing from the base club, and to know where you want to go. If you want to be president, you will identify it easily through the dashboard from here. Okay, Now that's for the area and the division. If we go deeper for the clubs, and that's also one of your responsibilities, how as an area you can reach to a destination without knowing those passengers in your or the drivers of your car. So it's not only one driver you have number of drivers, maybe 3 or 4. So those drivers, if they don't know how to drive, and if they don't know the destination, they will not reach there. So your drivers are the clubs. And the clubs here, you can know from these numbers or from this information, the strength of the club and how much are they progressing. And it's very interesting information here to analyze. And that's also important in improving our analysis skills. So let's, for example, take Riyad Tamil here. Riyad Tamil says that they renewed for October, which means that they pay attention. They are on the game. They know the game already. They renewed their current term or the coming term. So nothing to worry about for now. But still, we don't know if they renewed 8 or renewed fully. We will know it later. But for now, it's only renewed. Fine. And that's for you, if you did the visit or no. So here we can say that the Area 66 director, he did the visit of this term. And how many members do they have? They have 31, which is a good number. How many clubs, goals did they achieve? 2. Here, can I say, is it good or bad? Can you tell me that, is this a good or bad progress in the goals? We cannot know, okay? We cannot know from this page. What should we do as an area director or division director? We should click to go for the second or the third level of dashboards information we have, which is the club performance page. So here we can analyze it. We say that they started with 26 and now they are 31, which means they are in good shape. However, please take note of that. You need to check that after a week from now, in October. So here in October, it will show how much they renewed. That is based on which date? Can you tell me? This data, this information, based on which date? Can you guess that? You can unmute and tell me. It's easy. You can find it in the website, in the page. Okay, so you can find it in the top, and it's very important to pay attention here. In the top, you will find something, the dates here. Okay, so pay attention that you are on the current month and the latest date available. So this will give you the latest information of the club. So this club is good that they started strong with 26 and they added more clubs, more members through this short period of time. Okay, that indicate that they are good in recruiting members. Now, do you remember the question I asked you about how many points they got? So they got 2 until now. So what are those 2? Let's go down and analyze these numbers. We can say here, we can guess that they got 2 points. One, which is the administration point, the membership renewals and club officers list. This indicates that these people, they know about the rules, they know about deadlines. So that's why they achieved these points. They delivered this kind of information and renewals on time. The second thing, they achieved membership. So as we said, from this number, their membership recruitment it seems going good without even visiting them or knowing them, because in 4 months only, they recruited not only 4 members, but 5 members, because they have only also 1 here. Okay? Okay, let's go for the education. In my opinion, this club may have some challenge in education progress. Until now, we passed 3 months and we didn't see even level 1. For now, it's not a big risk but something to pay attention for. When it can be a big risk, or when it can be something to consider talking to the club about it. When we reach to November and December. For October, it's fine, but for November and December, when we reach to the middle of the year and we see that there is no much progress in education, so there is a problem there. So what kind of problems we may face with the club? We cannot guess it from here, but through your visit, you can understand from the club what's the problem. It may be lack of commitment from the members. They are not delivering their projects. And that's take you to the mentoring maybe, or maybe a lack of meetings, the number of meetings, I mean. Or maybe they are delivering the projects, but they are not registering it in the base camp. That's a problem that we have to know. So if you go to the club and tell them, excuse me, Mr. President, in the dashboard, I see that there is no progress in your education. Aren't there any member delivering their speeches? They may say, no, we have, in every meeting, we are delivering projects, but there is nothing here. Okay, so there at that moment, they may realize that the members are not reflecting it in their base camps. Or maybe they are doing that, but the VP Education is not approving the requests from the Club Central, is not paying attention for that request, or those requests. So here, reading the dashboard will make you more knowledgeable about the situation of the club and can help the club solve a problem through identifying some weaknesses happening in the progress of the club. So here, fellow leaders, I explored very briefly about the 3 levels of information that can we get from the dashboard, from the division level and club level. Is there any question before we move to the second section of the session? All is clear. Thank you, Toastmaster Fatma. Can you reflect that in your skills? How can reading the dashboard can help you in improving the skill that you selected at the beginning of the session? Think about it. No need to share it with me, but think about how can reading, analyzing the data in front of you can help you in improving the skill that you want to improve through this year. Okay, what is the other kind of information you can grasp from the website? If you look at the left side of the website here, and you'll find a column, ignore everything except this thing, the other reports. And for now, we will focus on the daily reports and the additional reports. Now let's go for the daily reports. And select our district. Okay, there are a number of reports here that have a purpose. It can help you in understanding your situation as an area or division. Now, payments, you can find reports about payments for the 2 terms, April and October. You can also know about the club officers reporting, which means that some clubs that they do their elections twice a year, they are expected to upload the club officers list in in December and in May. So did they do that? You can also follow up from these reports. You can also know the educational achievement of the clubs from not only your area, but the entire district. You can also know the Triple Crown Awards. You can know from the new clubs, the status of the new clubs, and we'll open each one of them and the prospective club. You can also track the progress of your sponsors. the club sponsors and mentors, if they achieved or they took the credit or not. And the same goes for the club coach. And you can utilize these reports in different ways. For example, the education. Let's go for the educational achievement. You will notice here, if you're looking to the screen, that you can know the achievements of the entire district, each member who achieved an award. For example, by coincidence, you will find my name here, Samir Kamal. What did I take? For example, level 3 of effective coaching. When did I took it? In August 2. And from which area? 2. From which division? A. From which club? 1157. And to make it easy, they are putting the name of the club here. So if you are an area director, you can just classify it by the area by clicking on the top here and go to your area, knowing the people that achieved in area 6. For example, I'm just taking an area in front of me. So area 6, you will know that there are 5 persons or 5 awards being taken or being awarded in this area. So how can this help us as leaders? Can you just write in the chat box? How can, as an area director, this kind of information help me? Just write whatever comes to your mind. By the way, I think if you are chatting, putting it to other officers, I cannot see it because I think the Zoom master make it private. I don't know. No, it's
No,
everyone.
actually, everyone can comment. All
Yeah, so
the
you can put it everyone to everyone. Okay, so Toastmaster Fatma says tracking the progress of members and clubs. Yes. What else you can do as an area director using this kind of information? Member progress, yes. Pick contestants for contest. Well, it depends on the contestants. Now, one of the things, when I was area director and division director, I used this information to do is that to prepare an education awards member level. So as an area director, you can do 2 different levels of awards, member level and club level. So you can say that the super duper member educational award, for example, and you look at this report by end of the year and check how many awards given to a certain member, and you give him or give her an award. So this can help you in motivating your members and clubs. Of course, it's better if you announce these kinds of awards, the category and the criteria, I mean, of the awards as early as of now. And by the end and through the year, you give them progress reports. And by the end of the year, you give the awards. But most importantly is showing it now, what are those awards and the progress through the year. So people get motivated. You put this kind of competition between the clubs that this area director is giving an award for the club that gives the most number of education awards. So I will work hard with my ExCom and my members to achieve this kind of award. Let's be realistic. People like awards. People like gifts. So if you give them more awards and gifts, they will work more. And this thing is not for you as an area director or for the sake of the organization. It may look like that, but it will come back with them with benefits when they progress in their educational program. When they do more speeches and projects, they will get the benefit. And that's our goal. You will get the benefit as a leader when you feel that you are succeeding in motivating others to achieve their goals. You will feel this sense of comfort, being comfortable, being confident, being satisfied with your role as a leader. So this kind of report can help you in acknowledging, as Toastmaster Fatma said, and rewarding the clubs. Yes, there is a question by Toastmaster Fatima saying, can an area director conduct area awards for clubs? Yes, of course, you can do that. You can do whatever the district is doing. You do it again in your level. Triple Crown Awards and Education Awards, Club Growth Awards, whatever awards you feel that can move you from your situation now to the destination, put it. For example, if you feel that you have, like, let's say 10 clubs in the area and you need to be president distinguished club division or area, you need to achieve 5 clubs, or you need 5 clubs to be distinguished from the 10. So what should you do? Make an award called the top 5 clubs. The first 5 clubs to be distinguished this year will be given a special award from the area. So by that, you are encouraging the people to progress in their educational awards and club growth awards, plus they are helping you to achieve your area goal. So win-win situation at the end. So by knowing where are you going, you can put the awards that can fit and help you achieving your goal. So all of that comes from one report only. Imagine that. That's only come from education achievement. You can award for people finish paths, number of awards. You can help, recognize and acknowledge the clubs that have maximum number of awards. All comes from this report. What others? What are the other reports that we have? DTM Afdal, can you tell me when should I finish my session? I can speak to the morning.
As long as the audience wants to listen. Actually, we started a bit early, so by you have another 10 minutes.
10 minutes,
Carry
okay.
on.
Okay. So this is like the current situation of the renewals. Today we are the last day of the renewals. What is the situation? Look at your area. So if we just click on area, okay, you will go to your area. Let's see, go for area 2, for example. Okay, so area 2, they have 3 clubs. How can I know that there are 3 clubs? From the dashboard. The area performance page can tell me that this area have 3 clubs. Okay, so from here, from this page, I can, as a division director, look at it and check. Okay, so area 2, I have 2 clubs renewed, and oops, there is 1 club that didn't renew. So from this page, without calling anyone, without waiting the club growth director to call me, I can know what's the situation of my division and my area, of course. So here, from here, you can know that, for example, okay, Toast of Comsfield, they paid yesterday only, which is fine, no problem. And other club, for example, that club early in April. What is this? There is something wrong. They have a mistake here. They put February instead of September. Okay, so here, like Toast of Comsfield, because it's my club, and I'm the current treasurer, so I know we paid yesterday. So it's 29th of September. They have a mistake here. So I hope our district director can highlight that to the Toastmasters International, that the dates here are not accurate.
I have a question, DTM Sam.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain what is the meaning of verification complete, renewals not here, and low?
Okay. Okay, wait. Yes. Thank you, Area Director Georgios. Did I pronounce your name right? Or is it Gorgios?
Of course.
Georgios.
You can call me Gorgeous, it's fine.
Gorgeous, yes. He highlighted that I am in the April renewal, not the October renewal. Thank you so much, my friend. So that's the October renewal. Let's be more realistic now by being on our current. Yes, that's September here. Okay, answering your question, sir. There is verified complete, there is low, minimum not met, and there is ineligible. and renewals not here. Let's start with the easiest. Renewals not here. It means they didn't pay for any, nothing. For the low, it means that it's less than 8. For ineligible, I don't know. So to be frank speaking, I forgot about
I
ineligible.
think ineligible means they have maybe renewed for all new members. No 3 members from last period not renewed.
I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure of the information. Can you explain it more,
Yeah, that
please?
is the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, when you say ineligible means they have maybe renewed all new members. They have added new members, 8 members. But as per the requirement, you need to renew at least 3 members from the previous period.
Okay. So they did meet the 8 members, but based on the rules, there should be 3 of 8 renewed, not new members.
Correct.
Okay, so that's for eligible. For the verified who crossed 8 and plus members renewed, that's the meaning of verified complete. It's a verified club now. By renewing 8 plus members, 3 of them renewed members. So thank you so much for that question, Toastmaster Afdal. It helped me even to remember this categories of the renewals. So from here, we can know the clubs that renewed and the clubs that didn't renew, the clubs that may renew. And actually, this situation, I remember now when I was district director, that there is a club that they renewed for 8 members, and they relied on that okay, that the club now is legal, is active club, fine. But after a while, in October and November, the club shows that they are not active. The problem was that they gave 8 new members, but 3, and they didn't give any 3 new renewed members. So they were ineligible, but we didn't know at that time what was the reason for. The club didn't know what was the reason. So here was the reason that they renewed for 8, or 8 members joined, paid, and there was no renewals at all. So from here, you can know the situation of your club. And then you can call them to know what are the problem, why they didn't renew, and if it is ineligible, like OCAD. So if I was area 71 director, I should make a call this night to understand what's the problem here. Not only the ineligible, the law, why they didn't renew for 8 members until now. Is it expected to be tomorrow because the salaries? Maybe. So you just understand the situation. It could be the salary issue. I don't know. Okay. So also you can know about the club officers. So if we go for let's go for the latest, July. So from here, you can know that the club received or the Toastmasters received the club officers update. Okay. So from here, it's fine. Here you can find that some club, they didn't send their list until now. So it may need some officer, maybe higher than you as an area director. Maybe you can go to the district director and communicate with the Toastmasters International how we can reach this club. Or you can go to your past area director, which is more recommended. Contact your past area director and check why they didn't submit their club officers list until now. If you reach to the club, maybe the club is working well, but they forgot about it. They forgot to report it. So here you can remind them to do it as soon as possible. So from here, you can know the situation of the club officers list, if it is updated or not. Is it important? Yes, because it contributes to half point of the DCP, which is the administration points. Okay, let's go for the Triple Crown Award. Is it important? It's important for you as an area director, division director, district officers to recognize again the members. You know how that the Toastmasters, the program quality director do the recognition for the Triple Crown Award? He doesn't have this, the intelligence system that he will know from the people, the clubs, how many is delivering projects and how many finishing awards. He just go to this page. And from there, he know how many finish and who is finishing their members. Now by that, he actually can give you this pin, or you give the pin. Is it clear? Yes, here. So he can, the PQD, and you as an area director, you can give your members this pin, the Triple Crown pin. Imagine if you give this pin in October for the people in your area who finished awards, and you market it in your social media and your WhatsApp groups and in your council meetings. Imagine how many other members will be encouraged to do the same. Think about it. Okay, so this is from the Triple Crown Award. You can know from your area how many did they finish, passes and more than that. Okay, new clubs, one of your main domains, as Toastmaster Safari mentioned. New clubs is important also. So here we can know that we have in the district 3 new clubs complete and done. Okay, now the most important page is the prospective clubs, where you can see if you are like Area 57. For example, let's say Area 57. There is a prospective club. It's called Sahr al-Bayan, and it's in Dahran. This is important column to know. What is the missing document that Toastmasters International is waiting from you to finalize this club and transfer it from a prospective club to new club? So prospective club is the club that is still in the process to be new club. It could be missing one page, one form, or maybe missing the payment. So how can you know that? How can the district know that, the district director or CGD? By looking at this page and knowing that in Area 57, there is a club going on, but there is something missing. Let's go and see what is missing here. Complete, incomplete, see? So there is a page here, incomplete from a year, December 23. So that's one page which is incomplete. It's really interesting. Why it's only one page is incomplete and the club is still in prospective? CGD, please check. Maybe it's an opportunity for a new club. Okay. So in the same way, if you go to your area, check and follow up with your page. What is the missing page, missing document to fulfill it, to move this page, this club from this page of the prospective report clubs to the new clubs. Another report which you can easily find, the club sponsors. And this actually to help your clubs and your sponsors, your mentors to take the credit. So here you can see that there is a sponsor, DTM Sulaiman Madi, and as awarded. So he got the credit already. You will find others pending. Okay. What does it mean pending? Means that he didn't or she didn't finish the requirement yet. But imagine what? It could be that he done the job, but he didn't sign the letter and send it to the Toastmasters International. So here, if you are like a leader who cares about the members, so you may address this issue by communicating with the mentioned name and follow up and see what is the missing information here. PQD, you raised your hand. Yes, sir. 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So that's the benefit of this page. Of course, you can download it as all the other clubs reports. You can download it to Excel sheet and use it as you want. Now, there is another thing, another report. If you remember, I talked to you about the daily. All these reports that I mentioned is in the daily reports section. Let's go quickly in 5 minutes to the additional reports. And that's the sheet list, I can say. And it will be so useful by the end of the year, near the end of the year by April. From April, it can help you in knowing exactly how you can reach your destination. So that's like like Google Maps is helping you to reach faster by recommending the route. Okay, how you can do that? Areas to do. So what did I do? I selected District 79 from the what was the report? From additional reports, I selected District 79 and then go to area to do. Let's say area 19, Toastmaster Fatima, because she is active in the chat. So let's go for area 19 in division R. Let's go R19. So R19, here they are giving you the summary of what to do to reach your destination, which is being distinguished or higher than that. All what you need to do, just read it and know exactly what you need to do. Now, later, in the last section here, they are saying the clubs that need coach. So here you can approach the club and approach the district if you don't know coaches. And if you know coaches, if you know experienced people, ask them to help you in coaching this club to achieve or to rescue the club from being suspended. Okay, so here is very, very easy way to know what do you need to do to achieve your goal. And that's all about the additional reports. So fellow Toastmasters, my leaders, this can help you in improving your skill, whatever the skill you want. If it is solving problems, you can know that from here and communicating with your clubs. If it is coaching, by coaching your club officers, the presidents, through this information that you have. So any skill that you identify, I'm sure that you can use this kind of knowledge, this kind of information to make you able to improve your skill. So a leader cannot be a leader without enough information. And this is a tool that can enrich you with a lot of information about your clubs and members. You can use it in recognizing, acknowledging the progress, or identifying the weaknesses, the problems, where you can help them in finding suitable solutions. So I hope that I covered some information that you didn't know, and today you know more about it. And I'm always available. If you need my help, I'll be always around you. Is there any question before we end the session and return it back to Toastmaster Afdal? Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmaster Fatima. Thank you, Toastmaster Gorgeous. And back to our PQD, Toastmaster Afdal.
Thank you, DTM Sam. I really appreciate the session. I believe this is a very insightful session and navigation. We are on a journey of navigation, and this is the tool that is going to help us to take us where we want to go, take us where no one has gone before.